vivid dreams after coming into contact with the idol, with many more finding that their own photographs, videos, and audio recordings of the piece were mysteriously corrupt, if they hadn't simply disappeared altogether. Oh, they had EVP sessions? Hang on, I'm just looking at said. They figured it is from the late 1700s to early 1800s.
Wow.
Provenance from central Congo. It's made of wood, ivory, burlap. And they figure it's like a haunted historical piece. They had EVP sessions with the idol of nightmares first yielding nothing but guttural screams. Well, that's just lovely. Nothing like good old guttural scream. But as it continued to work with it, full sentences eventually became available, called people by name. Okay, that's creepy. Nothing like walking up to something and it says, "Hey, Jas, how are you?" But something even more strange began to happen. Museum visitors began to spontaneously present offerings to the idol. Well, I need one of those in my house. As long as it's not some sort of horrible offering.
But apparently he softened up after they would do that, right?
Yeah, finding the idol affected in positive ways shortly thereafter. Some claim they saved from car accidents. Others found themselves in sudden strokes of good luck. Hey, that's pretty cool, though. Mm-hmm. It wasn't long before the intelligence began appearing in Greg's dreams, delivering messages and even presenting plans for mysterious devices and methods, presumably used to contact the dead.
So they... And again, listening to them talk about this thing, I shouldn't say thing. Hey, Billy.
Yeah, sorry, Billy. Yeah.
When they talked about Billy, in referencing, they also said that, I guess, when people reacted good to him,
he was good back.
He was good back.
Mm-hmm.
And they believe that perhaps somebody was cursed and had their spirit put into this effigy. Like they believe that somebody's soul is trapped in the doll. Like it was somebody got cursed.
Right. Totally. So if you're nice and he's like, "Hey,
and that's why
man,
the screaming.
You like me?" Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, constant screaming thing does not sound like a good thing.
No.
No, but I mean, he's also, like they listed as just historical, right?
Yeah.
So.
And then they also say too that I heard that one interview was kind of funny. Apparently, I guess there was like a good looking woman that was like petting him and stuff, and apparently the EV picked up like, "Ooh, she's nice," or something.
Oh, really?
Or something, like
one of those terms.
Like, "Oh, hey, baby."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, well, hey.
Bow chicka wawa. Love in all the wrong places.
Yeah. Was it made of wood?
He grew happy, is what you're saying?
I'm sorry, that was so bad. Sorry, Billy.
Sorry, Billy. Billy's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many weird things that you hear about being haunted. Like, there's Robert the doll. We can discuss some other time. There's also the crying boy paintings.
I'm just looking at the Black Hen planchette.
Oh, I don't know if I want to read that.
Well, just because we were doing Ouija's, I was just like, what is about this planchette?
Apparently, did you ever hear about James Dean's car? Did you ever hear about that little bastard?
It has, a little bit.
It has,
it's cursed, right?
It is cursed.
It is cursed,
James Dean's car that he got killed in. Apparently, it's really weird because they kept trying to salvage part of the car, whether it was on display or in a museum, or they would reuse the parts of the car into other things, and it just devastation. Anywhere the remnants of this car would go, it would kill other people. Like it was in parts of other cars. Those people die in car accidents. If it was like on a trailer, I think one time.
Yeah, I think.
And that guy had a heart attack that was towing the cartage on the back of the truck. Or just weird stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was cursed. The other story that for this paramuseum for the Newkirks is the Haunted Museum. Now, we were talking before about scrying, remember?
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Do you know what scrying is?
No.
That's the art, the ability to look into a reflection and do soothsaying and predictions and just seeing the future. You can look into a bowl of water. Like, you can do it in a certain way. What was that fellow's name? I've got the book over there. Oh,
Which one of many millions are we looking at?
Nostradamus. Apparently that was one of the ways that he would do his predictions for the future.
Really? Nostradamus?
He would scry into a bottle of water. Bottle of water? Because they had plastic back then. In the 1400s. So that's why it's all in our landfills now. Yeah. Way to go, people.
It is.
Yeah. Let's drink to that.
Chink.
Ching.
With my recyclable
ching,
can.
Ching, ching.
With my
I'm dry.
No.
That's okay. But yeah, he would scry into a bowl of water. Scrying is basically if you can concentrate and learn how to predict future or just see things, like a crystal ball, like be another reflection. And sometimes mirrors, they say, but that's apparently really, really bad because
like
the mirrors
on the wall.
Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that.
Yeah,
but like mirrors, they say, are to the soul, right? Like,
right.
You know, you
or
can,
another dimension, or a reverse of yourself, right?
Or the reverse of yourself.
Yeah,
especially like say with mirrors, it was quite known back in the turn of the century or centuries ago when mirrors did exist in houses and stuff. When somebody passed in the house, they would cover the mirrors right away because they didn't want the soul to be trapped or
pass through
the mirror.
I know. Yeah. It's weird because it's not really it's not the real world. It's a reflection of, right? And it's a reverse of what it is. Like, you know, every time you look in a mirror, that's not you. That's like, you ever take your phone and flip yourself?
Right.
You look like shit. Like you
do. I'm wonderful.
No,
I'm beautiful. No, that can't be me.
If you flip yourself, you look horrible.
Like that shit I see when I wake up first thing in the morning. Who the hell is that? Scare me. Jeez.
No, it's just weird, man.
I know.
No.
So this one here, they have this mirror, and I've heard about this one as well. They said after attending a Columbus area psychic fair and purchasing the scrying mirror, the previous owner reported seeing nothing but terrible visions when gazing into the dark reflection. The mirror appears to have acted as a window into the fears of the gazer while simultaneously using the gazer as an energy source. Museum visitors have reported seeing themselves age, wink, smile, even disappear during the scrying sessions. Through the appearance of their own corpse, staring back at them through the reflection is the most common report.
Yeah, that's creepy.
The dark mirror is best used in the museum's psychomantium, where distractions are minimal. Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
I don't want to see
I don't want that. I bet you can find that on eBay too.
That one says it's only from 2014.
I think so.
Yeah. Like what the hell a hoodoo coffin nail is. That's like what? From the swamps of southern Louisiana. Oof. Comes a piece once used in real life voodoo rituals. Ooh. For years, magic practitioners have made use of coffin nails to punish their enemies. Pulled from the coffins of poor souls who met their ends in terrible fashions, these rusty iron spikes were rumored to inflict the same pain on victims of the practitioner's choosing. Oh my God.
Ew.
Year 1940 or 1950 from Louisiana. Ooh, witchcraft.
Ew.
What kind of pain does the voodoo nail inflict? The warm kind. Many guests brave enough to hold the rusty nail are quick to drop it back into its dirt-filled box. Oh, really?
That's creepy.
It feels
so
hot.
Creepy.
That is creepy. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
No. And that one, these nails actually do look from, I have a nail this old.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, they're handmade. The handmade pounded nails. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ooh.
Creepy.
Don't like that.
Well, I wanna talk about something else that was pretty cool because I heard about this actually last week, and I've heard about it before. It's not in the museum, in the Newkirk's museum, but it's the Crying Boy. It's said that the Crying Boy is a mass-produced... This is from Wikipedia. I can't take complete credit. I can tell you, but I probably would miss all my facts. The Crying Boy is a mass-produced print of a painting by Italian painter Giovanni Bergolin, and it was widely distributed from the 1950s and onwards. There are numerous alternate versions and all portraits of a tearful young boys or girls, in addition to being widely known as certain urban legends attribute to the curse of the painting. So I guess what it says is that anybody that has this painting in their house...
Mm-hmm, I saw the picture. This is actually is really sad looking boy, isn't it, though? Sad.
I've seen the one with the girl before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says here, September 5th, 1985, a British tabloid newspaper, The Sun, reported that the Essex firefighter claimed that undamaged copies of the painting was frequently found amidst the ruins of burned houses, meaning that everything would burn except the painting.
Oh, really? Okay, that's kind of creepy.
By the end of November, belief in the painting's curse was widespread enough that the Sun was organizing mass bonfires of the paintings sent in by the readers.
Really?
Yeah. So,
how many did they have, I wonder? Like, holy crap.
It was mass produced, so a lot of these houses, and I guess they researched the history of the Crying Boy, and the conclusion reached by a program like BBC Radio. Mm-hmm. They followed the testing of building research establishment. They took prints that were treated with a varnish containing a fire retardant, and that the string holding the painting to the wall would be the first to deteriorate, resulting in the painting landing face down on the floor and thus being protected.
Oh.
So although there's no explanation was given as to why no other paintings were turning up unscathed. The picture was also mentioned in an episode about curses in the TV series Weird or What.
Oh.
So I've heard this a few times.
Many times that it happened.
Right. So I guess what they're saying is the string would burn, but the picture wouldn't because it had a retarded spray on it. And then if it would...
what year, though?
I don't know. And then it would land face down, so that's why it... Yeah. But it was always said that the houses that had this picture would burn. That was the big...
Yeah, like, I mean, like, really, how many people have prints, the same print in their house?
That picture's depressing as fuck. I wouldn't have
that
in my house.
Know.
I'm sorry. I don't want no crying little kid in my house. Poor kid.
Yeah, but even still, okay, let's say we factor in, like, how many house fires are there in 1 year and wherever?
Right.
How many are going to have the same damn picture?
Yeah, exactly.
And how many of those pictures are still going to be unscathed?
Right.
That's a bit much, though. Isn't that like, okay, where's my lottery ticket?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, like, don't like that.
Did you want to read that freaky looking planchette thingy?
I was just looking at Ruby the Haunted Doll, too.
Oh, hate dolls.
Ruby the Haunted Doll. See, these are the dolls I don't like. Those porcelain dolls with the freaky fucking eyeballs. I hate those dolls. This one is Ruby. Passed down from generation to generation, Ruby spent decades in attics and basements. Her owners too uncomfortable to keep the doll on display. Not only did she have a talent for moving from room to room by herself, yay.
Maybe they shouldn't have sex in front of it.
Oh, I would have to put a pillow over her. But whenever picked up, her touch seemed to induce feelings of intense sadness and in some cases nausea. Oh, joy. The previous owners believe that Ruby still belongs to the ancestor, a young girl who allegedly passed away while holding her favorite doll. Oh my gosh.
Aww.
She was donated to the Curators Museum. Southern Ontario.
What?
She's from Southern Ontario.
Oh shit.
From the early 1900s. Porcelain. Damn porcelain dollies. I don't like those porcelain dollies.
Now, let's say porcelain would be like stone, like
it is like stone, and it's very porcelain, like bone china.
So
I know.
You know what I'm saying, right?
No.
Let's absorb the spirit of the dying.
Especially if they pass while holding them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know, I have a picture of me somewhere in my mom's stuff, like when I'm maybe 5 or 6, and I have those. I don't know. Do you remember those big ass dolls? That you...
Yeah.
I have a picture beside me and those big ass dolls, and those dolls are bigger than me.
Ew.
Yeah, really creepy. It's
that would be creepy.
I'm gonna find that picture. I'll post. Look at this is me and my big ass creepy porcelain dolls. Seriously, they were huge and they were dressed in like Ukrainian garb.
Yeah.
It's a creepy picture.
That would be creepy.
It is a creepy picture. Actually, when I look at it, I'm like,
just like Annabelle, right? The movie and all that.
Seriously, I could use that for like blah.
As I'm looking about the write up for Robert the doll. That's from Florida, I think. Yeah. Oh. And that says to embody the spirit, right? It was given by, here it says, the doll originally belonged to Robert Eugene Otto, an artist described as eccentric who belonged to a prominent Key West family, and the doll was reportedly manufactured by the Steiff Company of Germany.
Germany makes lots of dolls.
German dungeon pawn. As per Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Not that I'm weird or anything. Yeah. Trust me. So it was purchased by Otto's grandfather while on a trip to Germany in 1904 and given to young Otto as a birthday gift. And the doll's sailor suit was likely an outfit that Otto wore as a child.
Mm.
Was that you? That noise?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That freak you out?
Yeah.
Like the Dolly was crying.
See, now I heard, maybe it was Robert or somebody else. I always heard that the doll was given to this child by the nanny, and then the nanny put a curse on the doll. That's what I heard. See, I'm reading Wikipedia, so here again we're playing telephone with legends and urban legends and stuff,
which is so difficult.
Yeah, but then it said the doll remains stored in the Otto family home at 534 Eaton Street in Key West, while Otto studied at art in New York and Paris. Otto married Annette Parker in Paris on May 3rd, 1930, and the couple returned to the Otto home in Key West to live there until Otto died in 1974, and then his wife died 2 years later. After their deaths, the Eaton Street home containing the doll was sold to Myrtle Reuter, who owned it for 20 years, until the property was sold to the current owners, who operated as a guest house. So in 1994, the doll was donated to the East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida, where it eventually became a popular tourist attraction. I think this doll... Okay, so now this is where it goes here. According to legend, the doll has supernatural abilities that allows it to move, changes its facial expressions, and makes giggling sounds. Some versions of the legend claim that a young girl